Hey, hey, welcome, Susie and Doreen. Thanks for joining.
Good morning, all.
Hello, Doreen.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. There's more people. I'm just letting them all in. Hello, Susie. Is it Susie? Am I saying it right? Yes. That's right. Okay. Awesome. So you guys can hear me. That's fantastic. Hello, Yashwant. Welcome. Patrick, welcome. Thank you for joining our first live Q&A. Let's just see here. Okay, I am recording, so this will be available to our fellow members who are not able to join. We are on different time zones and people are working, so there will be a recording. And so just so that everybody knows that I will be recording all the way from India. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks, Yashwant, for joining. Okay. Yeah, the rest of you, please let me know. Drop in the comments where you guys are from. Awesome. I haven't done a live in a while. The monthly, not the membership, the course, the digital bootcamp course. Let me just move over this way or do it like this. Yeah. The monthly course has really kept me busy. It's not something that I planned. The group just, Michelle actually dropped a comment in the uh, Facebook group and she was saying that she needs accountability and she finds it very difficult to be held accountable and list regularly on on Etsy, and that conversation just went into a whole course, which is probably where most of you guys are from, the digital bootcamp course, and then obviously you get the AI monthly subscription included in that deal for 1 month. Um, yeah, I haven't done the lives. I missed the lives. I haven't done it in a while because the course has kept me so busy. And then for 2 weeks, I wasn't feeling well. And I think most of you know the story. But I'm glad we're doing the live. It's nice to be live again. And I just see something here from Patrick. But Patrick saying, funny, it is my husband's account. So I'm speaking to Patrick's wife. But it's, well, oh, well, hello. I cannot change the settings to my login. No problem. No problem. I'll remember that. Doreen is all the way from Barbados. Imagine. Wow, I'm so jealous. Welcome, Doreen. And Susie is in the UK. You guys must be enjoying the summer over there, Susie. Yashvant is saying you can rename yourself in Zoom, but I think because it's a husband's account, I don't think she really wants to do that. So we've got Barbados in the house, we've got India, we've got the UK. I haven't heard of, is it Cumbria? Which side of the UK is that? I haven't heard of that area. Um, Well, is from Belgium. I'm from South Africa. So we've got a big mix lot today. Okay. She's saying near west, northwest, sorry, near Lake District. Okay. Okay. Well, welcome all. There's more. Let me just add Margaret to the room. So as I've mentioned, we are recording just for our fellow members who can't join us live. Welcome, Margaret. Nice to see you. So it's our very first live for the purpose of a Q&A. I've done many lives during the earlier this year, so I don't really have a structure, to be honest. The Q&A is designed for question and answers, so whether it's technical questions or something that you need to speak to me directly. So I don't have a structure, but from this first experience, we will try and put something more structured so that you can get value out of the hours going forward. If you have any suggestions, you are more than welcome to send them through to me, or we can discuss it online. I'm happy to do that. So just so that you guys know what we will be doing, or how the fact that there's no structure, we'll just go through a couple of things. Let's see, there's no one else. So Susie's asking, can we also add some prompts to Prompt Heaven? So are you asking if you are able to add prompts to the vault? Okay. You can absolutely share it. So I'll share, let me share my screen quickly. See, okay, let me share my screen. You can absolutely share it. The AI Prompt Heaven is a paid membership. So I try and you guys will just see, let's go to the group quickly, the Facebook group. You'll see that I just dropped a prompt, which, because the Facebook group is a free community, I will drop sort of teasers here, which is exactly what I've done 24 minutes ago, but I don't think you can see my screen. Let me just do that. Okay, screen. So now you need to let me know that you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Awesome, thank you. No, you can, it's entirely up to you. So let me just explain the concept quickly, Susie. So I've just dropped a teaser. I call them teasers, right? Because they are not paying members in the, most of the members in the Facebook group, we're almost 1,800 members. That alone is a celebration on its own. I think we're one member short this morning. So what I'll do, Susie, is I'll just drop a teaser, right? But for the paying, this I just dropped now. So I designed this in Artistly, and I will drop it one. But then for the members, when I take the whole batch to AI Prompt Heaven, then I will go to T-shirt designs, because that's what it is. And I don't have a section for back to school, but then I will open a section for back to school, and I will drop at least 9 prompts at a time that is consistent, and it's related to the theme. So back to school or Valentine's Day, or it will be part of a consistent bundle. So if you want to drop a prompt, you are more than welcome to. I think you can. Okay, you go to the community. Don't do it in the vault. I think, just to not complicate things, go to the community, which is, if you in the vault, like here, you can just click on community over here, and then open AI Prompt Heaven. So this is where all our conversations about AI Prompt Heaven takes place, right? So what you can do here is you can go to show and tell, Susie, the section, which is where everybody, either myself or a member, either yourself or myself, sorry, or a member will come and show and tell, or brag, if you want to call it that. And then you can just drop the prompt, the image plus the prompt, if you want to share it with the rest of us. So I hope that answers you. But I think don't do it in the AI Prompt Heaven vault. Do it in the community, because it's all segmented here for you. And then show and tell, I think, is the best area to do that. If you want to take your prompt to the Facebook group, you are welcome. I can't tell you what you can and can't share, but just so that everybody can understand the concept and also my methodology, how I work. I'll drop a basic one prompt, and then I'll take the rest of the 8 prompts to the vault. Just see if there's any other questions. Please feel free to ask me anything else, guys. Well said, now it's me. Sorry for the inconvenience. No problem. It's Saturday. We chilled. So Margaret's asking, will these prompts be posted somewhere? we can copy paste them. Do you have access to AI prompt even, Margaret? Let's see. So I don't copy and paste apart from Facebook, Margaret. But if you do have access to, I found it. Okay, she found it. Yeah. So everything will sit in the. Sorry, I'm confused with all these tabs. Okay, hold on. That is the. Let's change this one to courses. So if you are a member of both, then you can toggle here on top. You can toggle here if you want to go to the community, and if you want to go to whichever course. So I think a lot of you obviously started with AI Prompt Heaven and then signed up for Digital Bootcamp. So your dashboard should look exactly like this. And I did have a few members telling me they feel like they need to log in to two different emails, or maybe they accidentally signed up to two emails. I can fix that for you. So if you signed up for AI Prompt Heaven on one email and you signed up for Digital Product Bootcamp on another email, and it's an inconvenience, you can just drop me a mail or a DM and I can just merge the two for you, because this is what your dashboard should look like. So when you click on courses, you can go to, we are now in the bootcamp, so we want to go to AI Prompt Heaven. And we don't really chat here. The vault is just the vault. It's just where we're hosting all our prompts, right? We don't really talk a lot here, but we talk in the community. Okay. Dashboard is not visible on my home page. Let's go back here. Are you are you saying this one, Yeshwan? You must have these two. I think the dashboard is for someone like me that's an admin. Do you have the other two, the community and the courses? Because that's the two that you need to have. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, just keep dropping your questions here. I'll talk about other things that I think I need to update you on. And then I'll just come back to your questions, or you can raise your hand, your virtual hand here. And if I hear the ping, then I can answer you. So just for, I'm very grateful that you guys are on as a first time, but in the future, should you not be able to make it for whatever reason, I will just label the Q&As for you guys in the vault with the dates, right? So as soon as this one is done downloading, then I will make sure that it's here. And then also, even if you're in the meeting live Q&A, and there's something that you want to review, you'll be able to click on it, and then the video will pop up. There's just like a placement video for at the moment, but it will be here, and then you can rewatch it. So that's that. That's in the monthly AI Prompt Heaven. Then the bootcamp, which is not a monthly fee, it's a once-off fee. It will evolve continuously in terms of, once I see new products, software, or something that's going to make my life easier, because I'm all about cutting down, and I'll pay extra for an AI, or I'll pay a little bit extra if it exceeds, if the benefit exceeds the cost, I will invest in it so that I can do less of a repetitive thing, right? Because this video that you guys see in front of you, I think it's got to do a lot with obviously the work that we do, and that it's a very repetitive use of the mouse and your arm. And so I am all for, if I see a tool that's going to save me, my brain also doesn't like repetition of the same thing. Like I can't do the same thing over and over. I think I thrive on variation and lots of things and lots of tabs. And so if I am very much willing to pay for tools, and I will just drop additional videos, that will be additional videos. So all the modules 1 to 9, right? That is foundational course videos. That was the questions and the survey I did within the group who asked me to build something like this. So I used all your questions. I don't know how to list on Etsy. What is SEO keyword research? What's the best software? How do I increase my visibility? So I collected all the questions from the Facebook group, and that's what the foundational models are all about. So setting up your store, how do you do that? Figuring out who you will be selling to. What is it that you will be selling, right? All these questions was taken into consideration. And then there's 3 product batches, which makes up the 10 combined products, which is the promise of the course. You will know how to create 10 products once you've gone through the course. That's module 3, 4, and 5. So that's just product-based, how to create clip art, how to create t-shirt designs, etc., etc. Those are those 3. And then I go through listing. I think I owe you guys a listing video for pay. I think there's 2 videos for PayHip, Doreen, which is probably affecting you. I think you were you the one who told me you can't? Yes, you can't open an Etsy because it's not in a country or area where Etsy is allowed.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So yeah, I will PayHip. I need to work on PayHip, and as soon as I've done those, setting up and listing. I'm sure you figured it out by now, but maybe there's some extra tips that I can share with you. And then I'll let you guys know that PayHip is published. Yeah, so this course is basically all the questions that the group asked and said, I'm struggling with this. And then additional videos will be extra videos that I think that will help you guys, or a new tool that I've seen, or, okay, I've done it like this for the whole year, but I think this is a better way. I'll do a video for you. Some of them will be only for you guys, and some will be like this one is for everyone because it's on my YouTube channel, right? But all these modules 1 to 9, that's not available anywhere else. So no one on YouTube can get access to those videos unless, of course, they are a paying member. Okay. I don't know, while I'm in the course, was there any questions about the course, or maybe finding stuff, or I've heard some good feedback, but this is a good opportunity to let me know, or suggestions or questions. Gumroad. You know, Doreen, I used Gumroad way before even Etsy. It's not a pretty site. But you know, Tammy Gibbs, which is the owner of the Tammy Gibbs channel, YouTube channel, and also the Facebook channel, she recently used or created an account, I think, in Gumroad, and she said it's working for her. So she's maybe a good person if you've got questions that I maybe can't answer you. I used it. I didn't sell a thing, but I didn't really stay on that platform very long. So you must let me know if you get success, because I know Tammy got some success on Gumroad. Okay, let's see, there's no one else. And then let's see. Okay, live Q&A. Course material. Yeah, course material. You will see these are just the extras that I think, for example, I thought the course is not a marketing course, which is a big part of success, right? Like, we need to be able to market ourselves in such a way that your marketing efforts brings you a return, visibility on Etsy, favorites, follows to your store. You need to master the art of being able to do that. And one of the course materials that I included was 50 marketing tips for digital products. Now, that's not just like a chat GPT list that I came up with. I actually used most of those marketing strategies. And one thing I want to say about success on Etsy, it's not always what we see in the video. Like if someone shows you a video and they say I feel like what they're saying is not the how to make money. And I think the crux of that conversation is in marketing, because we can create the best products, but if no one is seeing you, or you're not visible in the right category on Etsy, or your title is not written in a way that it appeals to your demographic, I think you need to put a lot of research, energy, education into marketing to crack the code of visibility on not just Etsy, Facebook, or wherever else. So that's why I added that, because like I said, you can make the best designs, but if you don't know how to market and position yourself, or who's your audience, or what is it that my audience is struggling with, you need to, while you are upping your design game, you need to also invest in the marketing game. So just keep a note, or make a note for yourself on that. And also, Etsy ads is not the solution, right? I have not had success with Etsy ads. I've just lost money, but I don't see it in a bad way. Was a benefit in gathering data through Etsy ads, but it's not a solution in terms of um, I'm not getting visibility, and therefore let me spend money on ads and it will fix all my problems. That's not my experience with Etsy ads, but that's a whole conversation for another day. And then Canva hacks, it's just like shortcuts on Canva. If you want to save yourself some time, instead of right-clicking, you can use shortcuts on your keyboard. Also, some ideas of products that you can create in Canva that's available to you. So that's all here. If you click on it, it will take you to the product. Yeah, but overall, I think the course went well. It took a lot out of myself and my team. It wasn't just me. It took a lot, but I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. The feedback has been great, and I'm open to suggestions and questions as they come up. Also, if you see a problem or like a mistake or whatever, some members have told me one of the videos weren't playing well. So I got an email and then I fixed the video up. So, and here, although we don't really chat in the vault, there is a place to chat in the course. So Digital Bootcamp course, this one, we do chat. A lot of interactions here so far, a lot of questions, a lot of sharing of ideas. So feel free to have a conversation here. Reach out to me. I get every question. Like, let me show you my screen. I don't know if you guys have this notification screen, but the moment you ask something or drop a question or something, then yeah, Susie just dropped something while we were talking. So she added a comment. I get all of them and I answer them as I get the notice. So don't feel shy to communicate here or ask me a question, or even a fellow member a question. So I get that and then I'll respond. Just Oh, yes, yes, Susie. So if you are an AI Prompt Heaven member, you get a 20% discount. And if you, let me show you, if you are in AI Prompt Heaven, which you are, let's go home. If you go click on home, right? So this one. Okay, the second post that I've pinned is this one. which is a special perk for AI Prompt Even members. You can use the discount and then you can sign up for it, apply the discount, digital. Okay, if you get over here. So there's a big notice here to let you guys know if you are a member, just FYI, there's a 20% discount. You can just click on any CTA button, add your details. It's normally $49, but I think it's about $39 when you apply the discount. So you can just add the discount here. You can use either PayPal or Flutterwave, and then it will deduct the $10. Yeah, it's about a $10 discount. And that is like it's a once-off payment, as I've mentioned, and it will just evolve over time, right? It will just, let me drop the link here. It will just evolve over time as soon as I see things out there. Like, for example, I'm going to, if time allows me today, I'm going to try and do a MyDesigns video, which a few people have asked me about. After this, I'll do a MyDesigns video, which is an amazing tool to mock up. Just stop here, sorry. Mock up my digital products, right? But I'm fairly new with MyDesigns. I haven't really, I'm about a month or my second subscription into it, and I really was very intimidated by the system. When I saw YouTube videos, it just kind of, I just didn't think that I could actually understand the system. It just looked like on an engineering level, very complicated for my brain. And then about 2 months ago, I gave it another shot and I subscribed, and I am so happy that I actually did that. So a few people have asked me about my mockups. Just want to share it again. Okay. My screen. Yeah. So a few people have asked me in the Facebook group about my, people actually thought the mockups, this is an example. Let's go there. And people actually asked me for templates to my mockups because they thought it was just a file that I could send them, like a Canva template, but it's actually not. It's a whole AI software that does this for me. So I'm gonna try and do a video after this, our live Q&A. And I think this is going to help me sell more because of the way the mockup is presented. So the system does all of this. You don't have to do this manually. You just you upload your image, which is what you're seeing in front of you, and the system wraps it around the mug, the t-shirt, the whatever you choose. So actually my point was that even though, over here, no, Bootcamp, this one. Sorry, go back. So a video like the MyDesigns tutorial will go to over here, additional videos, and then you can, instead of you having to run around to go through 100 plus of my videos on YouTube, it will all be centralized for you. It's a once-off payment, all centralized, and then you can ask me questions or just interact with me based on your membership for the course. Okay. Okay. Hey, Vicky, thanks for joining. Okay,
Sorry I'm late.
no problem. It's recorded so you can watch the beginning part when you've got time. Okay. Oh, Susie, you left, but you're back. Okay. Um, Again, please ask questions if there's anything that you want me to go over specifically, or I can just continue going through
I
what I
do have
think.
a question.
Yeah. Okay, please go.
It's more about workflow in Artistly. I
Mhm.
don't know if anybody else is doing the same thing I am, but I've gone sort of hog wild making images. I mean, there's just tons, any given session, it's almost embarrassing. I do it on my iPad in the evenings, so it's very easy just to really get lost in doing that and playing with things. But what I found is that I'm having trouble coming up with a workflow that helps me know what I've already downloaded or what I've already processed. Um, I, it's so I know I can create folders, and I've been creating folders, and I've sort of got a tentative workflow that is, as I identify images I want to keep and download, I move them into a folder called to be downloaded, so that they're all in, so that I can see them all together.
Mhm.
Um, And then once I've downloaded them, I move them into a folder that says processed. But then I realize that what I've done by doing that, I've lost my categories of whether they're art dolls or clip art or whatever.
Mhm.
Do you have a workflow that kind of helps you keep things as organized as you can, given the given the, limitations of the interface? I can't be the only one that's struggling with this.
Yeah, I actually speak about that in the boot camp because it's just a lot, right? It's a lot. It's creating, it's putting it in folders, it's creating the license, it's uploading it. It's mocking it up. There's a lot of stuff that's actually happening, and the easiest part of this whole like flow is the designing, and a lot of us get stuck there. And if you don't have a proper system to help you support your designing, right, you get lost. And the thing with Artistly, I love it. I've got nothing bad to say about it. I think the fact that you can pay once and just do as many designs as you possibly can, it's a win. So I'm very low on complaining about Artistly in any way, shape, or form. But the moment I generate at a certain rate, and I have to go back, it's much easier for me to do it in Midjourney. I should have logged into all these systems before we started. Um, I just find that the user interface I can't, if I wanted this image 2 weeks from now, it's not an easy task. So I can understand why you get lost in all things pixels. It's not an easy find. Um, Midjourney is a different story. You can find it a lot easier. I think you can also almost date it to filter it and you can find it, right? Um, I'll share my process with you. Keep in mind, I have a VA team that's helping me now, but only after I've done this for a whole year on my own. So I didn't get a VA to help me from the beginning. I did all of this, that whole A to Z, and now I feel I don't want to do mockups. I don't want to do licenses. I'm happy to share the profit and get someone to help me. So um, I think, yeah, there's a better way. You can also just search, like if I want to go to Valentine's Day design. Sorry, I'm just showing for demonstration purposes. I know your question is artistly, but if I type in any prompt with the word Valentine in, I can get it. You can't do that with artistly. Sometimes I feel so bad when someone asks me for a prompt, right? Um, or it's a post, it's a 2 week old post. They love it. I have to say I won't be I did it in artistly, I can't get it. There's no way for me to get it. It's
Right.
just
In
so under.
Midjourney, on the website side, on the website of Midjourney, it can organize it by date. So if I have an idea that it was sometime last week or the week before, at least on the web version, I can get to that week's worth of work. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm struggling with on the
Okay.
artist.
Yeah, so I don't have a solution for you from an artistly point of view. If that is the core of your question, I actually just move on I just move on. If the if the prompt is got, I'm not going to scroll 500 images later. So I don't have a solution for you there. I capture it in the vault. If I know that's a prompt that I want to lean back on again, then it will definitely sit in the vault. That's one way of
You,
me capturing it.
you save your images? Do you save everything that you've done in Artistly? Does it just live there forever? And do you organize them at all in folders in
Uh,
on the Artistly side?
honestly, side, no.
Okay.
It's for me, it's too cumbersome. It's too cumbersome. You can do this, which I know you are doing. You can categorize it according to so fairy, whimsical, witchy stuff. I've got here. I did this as an exercise in the beginning. I never did it. It was the one day was in the system just to try and figure it out. But it's not something that I keep updated.
And as far as you know, there's no, and I think I'm coming to the same conclusion that it's probably takes more time to do that than is ultimately worth it. There's no search feature. Is that true? Search to search your own images? That,
Exactly. So the disadvantage of Artistly is that they don't have this feature, but that's not a bad question to pose to Artistly, which I will do right now. These guys are, I don't know if you're in this group, but these guys are amazing. So if you are an
yes, I am.
Artistly,
I am. Yeah.
okay, if you are an Artistly member, anyone in the on this in the meeting, if there's any questions about Artistly, you can just drop it here. They will come back to you. I'm very happy with him otherwise, and I am very low on complaints, even if the system's down or whatever. I'm not one of them.
I agree. I really don't. It's just when I try to compare an established workflow that I'd done for Midjourney and trying to do something similar to keep myself straight, I wasn't able to do that. But I understand and I agree. I don't really have any complaints, just a little confusion.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it would be nice though, have a feature where I can do a filtered search to locate a prompt that I have used or an image that artistly generated for me is weeks, months ago. I am just FYI, it is something I can do in mid. And you know another system, Vicky, that is problematic in this way. It's Kittle. Uh,
Mm.
Kittle is another one where you can't just like mass scroll. Oh, like oh, there's my image. It's even if it's a prompt that I want to reflect back on, it's quite a tedious process. So Midjourney is the only one that I can say ideogram. Also, you can scroll fast, but I don't know if it's got a search feature. But I think my work designing psychology or how I do it is I don't get hung up on saving all like 1,000 of my images and my prompts. If I want to use that prompt for a Tumblr app, I will make sure that I get the image. It will be in the vault, and then I will, and that's the end of it. But the
I was
rest,
just thinking,
yeah.
yeah, maybe I need to create my own vault, is what my own little personal vault, I think.
That is something I can do in MJ, but I just find it difficult to locate a prompt that I have used in the past. Perhaps the feature is already there. If so, please assist. Thank you. They are very helpful, these guys.
Great. Thanks, Cecile.
No problem. Thank you, Vicky. Hello, Elaine. Welcome. um, yeah, so let's see. Don't know if there's any other questions. No questions. Okay, Doreen. Yeah, I don't actually know how to do it in the roadmap, but I just posted it now. Okay, no problem. Susie, welcome back. Okay. So on MyDesigns, just going back to this system, it was a very intimidating system for me. And I saw someone who is it anyone here who said yesterday, or I think it might have been the Artistly group, because I was saying no, for years I've put the system off. It just looked so complicated. And the person was saying, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who was afraid of MyDesigns. So just a brief overview. Let me show you guys. So that's the dashboard. It will just give you like basic information, your revenue, and what, I see this as if I didn't use MyDesigns, I wouldn't have gotten these sales. So I find it like as a extra, it helps, it boosts my business, and I'm still fairly new. So if you go to listings, it starts with all the images that you have listed in the past, right? According to the category. Sometimes I watch these people on MyDesigns and I still get confused. So way back in the beginning, it's not a deep dive, just a quick overview. You have to load your folders, your files according to, in my case, Tumblr apps. I've got animals, book lovers, Christmas, feminism. So that's how I categorized it. If we want to go to mug wraps, I did the same thing. Whatever. And then PNG files gives you like just categorizing it in a way that, and then whatever you want to work on. So let's say we want to do back to school, right? Do I have back to school? Yeah, back to school. And now I want to be in back to school. Click on open folders. These are recent ones that I listed, but let's say I want to upload a new batch, and I did actually work on some this morning, so it's a good time to share it with you guys. Let's go to back to school. These are the ones that I worked on this morning, and now, okay, so let's say you're ready, you want to now mock these up and sell it on Etsy, right? You pull it into MyDesigns and then click upload. Once you're happy, upload. The one thing I like about MyDesigns, which is the primary reason I signed up for, was the AI mockup, bulk mockup feature, right? But the MyDesigns also has a Dream AI, which is where you can generate images. I don't really use it for that. I've got too many other systems, but it is there. That Dream AI uses my credits. But for the purpose of what I'm showing you now, I was so happy when I found out that they're not billing me for this part of the function. But if you are going to use the AI generator, then it will start chipping away in your credits. Okay, so now it pulls it through. Also, why I love it, I do the job once and I can publish these 7 just by doing the job once. So that's why I like it. I don't like having to do repetitive tasks, right? So let's say I want to do all of these. I'm not going to do this one, I think, because the design size is going to be a problem. So I'm going to skip that one. And then so let's say these 6 I want to now mock up, right? So you drag it in. Over here, you've got a navigational system here, which is you want to go to the canvas. You want to, Vision AI is just to write the title, the description, the tags. Again, all these things, the system's cutting away all that stuff that I did for a whole year, right? It's very smart. It writes beautifully. And I have been selling from the system through its AI writer. Then you can go to mockups once you're ready. And honestly, I haven't even fiddled with any of these. So these are your 3 main buttons. So you import it, you click the ones that you want to work on for this session. They're in back to school. They're all same theme, right? So it's not like confusing stuff going on here. They're all sitting in the same folder. And then the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to Canvas, right? And this is where you're going to prepare the file for your customer, which is with templates. Click on templates, create your size. You can do, I think, up to 5,000. I don't know if it's 5,000, 6,000 to 6,000. But anyway, for t-shirts, I just use 3,000 height by 3,000 weight, create width, sorry. And then the canvas will then size your design area. Okay. Once you're happy with that, you can add listing and then add not just one. If you just click add, it will only bring this one. If you click add all, it will bring all of those designs in, right? So if you click at the bottom, you'll see they're all sitting in the same spot. Now just work on this one. So let's say we want to make sure it's fully on the canvas, right? You drag it. Okay, right? Let's say you're happy with that. And then a few things you need to do here. We need to transparent the background. Remove the background. Okay, and it's remove the background. Okay, now you click on, once you've done that, click on sync. And you'll see here, all of them are all on top here. And the backgrounds aren't removed. You can see here. The moment you click on sync, it will do it to all the files. So this one's now removed. This one, don't think this one is removed, but you just have to make sure that it's properly on your canvas. Let's see. This one's not removed. This one must go into the canvas. So we'll just figure their backgrounds out. Now it should have done it all at once, but maybe I did something wrong. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me just, that background is removed because you can see the transparency at the back. This one's not. So go back to edit photo. Let's double check. Pixels or file width. Okay, I don't know. Let's double check this one. There should be a way where you can do this once. I might not be doing it correctly. And then just edit. Okay, this one seems to be the only one that's giving me an issue. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I will do that. Okay, so once you are happy, have another look, because this is exactly where the placing on the t-shirt is going to happen. So this one is slightly cut off. You can see the N and the K, so I will maybe pull that in so that the word kindergarten is more better to read. Okay. Okay, like that. That's transparent now, and that's transparent, right? So now I'm happy with it. Now this step is where the confusing parts used to happen for me. You click on save. Do not save it as a mockup one. Save it as your main file, because this is the file we're going to hand out to the, or sell to the customer, right? And it must be a PNG format, main file. And then you'll see now that this is the aspect ratio, but we've increased it to 3,000 by 3,000, and all of those changes are going to have an effect now. So I'm going to overwrite all. It will take less than a minute. Okay. Oh, Elaine's saying she loves MyDesigns. No, I don't do print on demand. It's not something that interests me at the moment. So I just feel like you can keep a bigger amount of the profit and you have less hassles and That's just me. Maybe I don't know. That's just me. Oh, Margaret saying yes, Margaret, the replay will be available. She's at work and she's taking work calls. Yeah, thanks, Susie. Where's the vault? Thanks, Susie. She's saying I'm explaining it better than MyDesigns. I think a big part of it was just I didn't get the explanations and it was very difficult for me. So anyway, make sure that the blue ticks here are all ticked, right? The ones that you want to focus on. I didn't do this one, although I will get to it. It's just the aspect ratio is slightly different, right? And it might not work for what we want to do. So we've checked our file. Apart from this one, I can't explain it. And the rest are all happiness, right? So all the blue ticks are there. Don't tick the rest because you can see here, I've already done the rest. They're all listed. So just make sure that you've got selected here what you want to work on. So I mentioned earlier to the left, you just focus on these two buttons. So we've done the canvas. The second one is Vision AI. And this is basically the system's ability to write the title, the tags, and the description for you. That alone is such a massive time saver. And I mentioned earlier, the system doesn't charge me for this. So as far I'm very happy to part with my $18 per month. I don't have to think about writing SEO keywords. You can add your own keywords into this whole process. I haven't done it. And all the sales that you saw on my dashboard earlier was through the writing of MyDesigns' Vision AI. So everything else stays the same. It's not a t-shirt. We're not selling a physical t-shirt. So just make sure that you go to digital anything, stickers, mug wraps, tumbler wraps, etc. We're selling a PNG file. So we want to be at digital. All of this, I don't move or arrange or change anything. Then you need to click on custom instructions over there. And then you need to tell the system what's going on. What are you selling, right? I do have a note for this, which I just copy and paste, and I tweak it slightly according to this one. So it's this one, close here. So I copy this. I'll read it for you now. Okay, just you must, for what we are doing, it would have been easy if it was an actual physical mug or a actual physical t-shirt. You would have just selected the product type on top and not have done this. But because we are selling digital products, you need to say this is a digital product, not a physical product, and there will be no physical product shipped or delivered to the customer. It's a 300 dpi and in PNG format. The image was also generated with AI. Now remember, with this creativity standards of Etsy now, every listing of mine, I put it in the title, I put it in my home announcement or shop announcement, sorry. I put it there. I'm an AI digital design seller. I put it in the title. I put it in the description so that Etsy doesn't start delisting your listings and even worse, suspend your store. So if you're not in that habit, just get into it. And you'll see all my new ones, they pretty much AI everywhere. Because I am using AI. There's nothing bad or wrong about it. I'm using AI as a designer. Okay, then I just add a little bit here. So if it's a tumbler, if it's a certain season or celebration, I just specify it here. And I would say, this is based on a back to school theme. You know what? You actually don't have to do this. The system is so smart. I've tested it. It will pick up the 100 days of school and it will write it accordingly. But I just extra based on the back to school theme and theme, right? And then I don't think I captured all here. Let me double check. Yeah, I didn't capture all here. So all copy. I'm just going to replace the top section because there's some dimensions here. Now, this is my Tumblr dimensions, and I need to fix it here, right? So that's all there. Just get a template, copy your wording. I'll drop it in the chat if anyone wants to use it. And then let me go, yeah. Okay, and then I'm happy with that. And then I just click on generate listing data. It will tell you it's going to override for 6 listings. And I know it sounds a lot now because I'm going through steps, but I just feel if I have to do this once and I've got 20 PNG files and I just do this once, it makes so much sense to use the system. And once you will have your teething problems and, oh, it doesn't work, oh, contacting support. But as soon as you get through it, it's almost like you will ask yourself, how have I ever done this without MyDesigns? It takes a minute. Is it done? I think it's done. So the original file was 1024 by 1024. We've now upscaled it and we've transparent the background. So now it's 3000 by 3000 PNG, right? Okay, so, and that's for all of them. Okay, now the second one, we've done the second one, which is the title, and now we're going to do the mockups. Really the fun part. This is the fun part. Okay, so here you basically have to choose the mockups that you want to, the ones that the people in the group has been asking me for templates. This is where all of that magic happens. So firstly, you have to just select multi mockup because you don't just want to choose one mockup. You want to fill the 10 spots that Etsy allows for us, right? Here you have to go to, I use clothing, right? I use clothing, but I think they said we should use digital. I just don't find under digital what I'm looking for. Yeah, that hasn't worked. So I go clothing. And then here you get a bigger selection of things. Okay. Let me just see if there's any questions that I can answer in the meantime. Oh, Vil said she has to go. Okay, cool. No problem. Thank you, Vil, for sticking around. Susie said, I'm so organized. Lucille, can you keep this instruction video in prompt heaven tutorials, please? Yes, I will. It will be in the, I will list it as soon as I'm done, and then you can rewatch it. Okay, that's that. Thanks. Oh, Vol's gone. Okay, quickly. Here's the fun part. So you just choose your mockup. So let's say you want this one. You'll see here the color is black, right? So you can change the color here. You can actually generate a preview. And then you can tweak the color if you're not happy with the preview. Yeah, so that's what it would look like on the mockup, right? So let's assume you're happy with that. Then you need to tick the next one. We can maybe try a white hoodie this time. You can generate it and then see if you're happy with it. That's what the white one would look like. And so on and so forth. Okay, so you can choose any color. I'm not going to pre-generate them all. You can also, I don't know, I haven't actually tried back to school. See? I have tried Halloween and it would give me a themed Halloween background, but this one doesn't have something themed. Let's see, Christmas. Very popular, right? There's no way it's not gonna work on a Christmas mockup, on a Christmas keyword. So this one, and then Halloween. So these are just ways you can try and get more specific with your mockups. If you want a girl or a female or someone, a body, you can choose that. I'll just do this. See, kids. Okay, doesn't have kids. So this is also maybe a suggestion to them because back to school is not for adults, right? So the mockups won't look right. Okay, so let's see, there's kiddies here. I know the Halloween, there's kids. There are kids. Okay. Okay, let's assume she's a teacher, right? Back to school for her. And then I think we're out of spaces. Okay, now you can generate. Again, it will take just a minute, and then all 6 will be populated with all 10 mockups that you have selected. And that's really the end of it. Okay, so it's telling me it's done. So this is your grid view and this is your list view. So it will populate now in a minute. Okay, so if you go list view, for the purpose of the Vision AI, you can see here it wrote everything for me without me having to think about it. Back to school vibes, PNG, back to school digital, first day of school, teacher clip art, school sublimation, AI generated digital art. Get ready for back to school with a vibrant and fun digital image featuring a retro inspired design. Da 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 da. It's got all the information here, dimensions, 300 dpi, because you gave it that custom instruction. Here on the right, you can see back to school PNG, school vibes, teacher gift, digital download. So it gets the assignment. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this on your watch, right? System does it for you. And like I said, this is the kind of systems that I just want to continuously introduce to my community so that you don't have to do the heavy lifting, at least not as much as I did for a whole year before I started getting VAs. You can also do a video mockup, but I'm not going to do that right now just to save us some time. And then if you want to view your actual mockup, right, you just double click on the tile, double click, and it opens all, and that will show you what the design looks like. That is the next one. Remember, this is the one we had an issue with, so I won't necessarily publish that, but this is what the rest of them will look like on Etsy. Next one. I think they look amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, this is a bit bad. It should have been a bit more up there. So I don't want that one. So you can go to quick actions, right? And you can go to not listing, delete files. I think it's this one. Yeah, right? I don't want this one. Although I love the color, but it's not doing justice to my design. So I delete that. It will take it, remove it from all 5, because I don't want to pull that through to Etsy, right? Okay, so it's removed. I can go to the next one. Same story here, but I'll not do that again. So I just love the fact that I'm doing this once and not on and like repetitively. We're happy with that. Then once we're happy with all of that, you click on publish. Okay, you click on digital Etsy, right? Then you don't want to convert it to all these formats. Stick to the one on the left because we're only going to sell them the one main file, which is a PNG. If you want to do EPSP, like all of them, then you can choose this one. The system will convert it for you. So I just want to do that one. Next, I want to do my mockups. Now you'll see this one is the first mockup, which I don't want. It's gorgeous, but it's not what I want. I want this lady as my first mockup. Maybe not her. Let's see. Maybe even this one. I like this one, right? So that will be my first mockup and the rest will follow. And if you do it once, it pulls through to all the rest. Over here, you can have another opportunity to look through here if you want to change anything. We don't want to. At the bottom, you just bulk edit. You bulk edit here. So let's say you are doing it at 350, 999, and then obviously your store discount will take effect. And it will that function will just update all of your listings. Go next step. Final look to see what it will look like. Okay, your pricing, everything, you're happy with it. Once you click, so you'll see your mockup savvy is connected. You can connect more stores, but I'm not on a plan that allows me. I'm also saying it's a digital listing. I'm on Etsy and not Shopify and not anything else. This is where I'm at, and that's my store, and I'm happy with everything. And then you can just click publish. Okay, and that's it. And of course, I'm talking a lot. I'm talking a lot, so it does take longer. But again, if there's any questions, Yashvant, you said MB. What is that? Mm. Mind blowing. Awesome. Let me just show you what it looks like in the back end. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen in the Facebook group, I shared with you guys yesterday my new old store. This is it. I used all the lessons in the digital bootcamp, and I went through the questions and thought about everything I said. Who do I want to sell to? What do I want to make my customers feel when they see this? Is it a fun store? Is it a serious store? I put all the what's the word? Theory and things that business, psychology in terms of marketing, and I put the store together, right? It was an old store. You can see here, it's an old store. It was not doing anything. I wasn't focused on it at all. And this is the result of everything in the bootcamp that I've put together. So this is all like Canva. This is AI, Canva. And this is what it looks like. So this store is going to be my T-shirts, some sublimations, etc. But I'll keep you guys posted. I want to show you now quickly before we go. And again, if there's any questions, drop it for me. So nothing's happened yet. 28 sales. It was a totally different store. For this month, so far, 42 visits. So I just want to show you guys. So the next time I do another video on the store, I want to show you what I've done to the store and how the figures have been affected, right? So for the whole month so far, 42. Since I started listing, okay, go yesterday. So since I started listing, so 14 visits. That's now because I am active, right? I'm doing things. So the algorithm is starting to push me out. And then today, so far, 6. These are not visits that I got before the revamp. So what I'm trying to tell you, the moment you start giving Etsy, Etsy gives back. But just watch this space. We'll speak about the store again in the future. What you need to just keep in mind now in terms of MyDesigns. So all your active listings are the ones that's currently active on the website. You'll see MyDesigns pushed it to the draft, right? It will not publish it without your permission. So there's a step for you to now do some final stuff here. So because it's all back to school, I want to change the category to back to school, right? So I want to put it there, apply, and then my pricing is all, I'm happy with it. And then you just click all again, and then you publish it. Okay, and we'll just give you the cost, which is 20 cents per listing. And all of these will be published to Etsy. So go back. Okay, let's go back to school over here. And that's what it looks like in your store. Now there's a few things I need to work on, like my branding, my logo. This logo needs to be here because I want the consistency, which is also in the bootcamp. Remember, I said the consistency, the colors, stay on point with your colors. So that logo I need to figure out to get it here in MyDesigns. But that's pretty much how you can save yourself time, or even money to get a VA to do this for you if you understand MyDesigns well. Okay, last time for any questions before we go. Susie, last year, November, December, I was on almost 1,000 listings in my clip art store. And I'm sitting on 500 listings now. I used to upload 20 a day. And with software like this, another software that I use is V45. For Tumblr apps, you can like upscale your 20 designs and then just do it once, and the system will publish 20 designs for you at once. I am now working with VAs, and I think we try and upload every day, but things like the course that I built has now stopped me, but we're now back into the swing of me designing and then listing for Pooja, or sharing with Pooja, and then Pooja will do some of the listings for me. So if I could, I would every day, but life happens. I was sick and the course and all sorts of other stuff. You can draft your products, Susie, like I showed you, and then to send trust signals to Etsy or the algorithm, you can, like I did now, I did five at the same time. You can draft it, publish one a day, because that is consistency that Etsy looks out for. If you publish 20 now and then next week, you're not giving a very consistent way of managing and running your store. And somehow those are the things that Etsy looks at. See if I missed anything. You have to request to join in the silver edge. Margaret, it says content not available. I'm not authorized to see it. Have you clicked on the, okay, hold on, Margaret. Go to AI. Okay. So this is the membership, Margaret. You can click on get started anywhere here. Yeah, or even on top where it says join now. Yeah, it will take you to a page. And then over here, you can do the monthly, annual, lifetime, pay via PayPal and Flutterwave. So I'll drop this for you. Yeah. And all these designs that I just shared with you guys now, I will update the vault with these prompts. So you can just recreate them and then use them if you want. Because back to school is big now in the States. Okay. See if I've missed anything else. Yeah, so you can upload 20, like the process that I followed now. Or if you don't want to sign up for MyDesigns, just do it manually and just draft them and publish one per day, because that sends trust signals. I think that has an effect versus listing. That's one of the biggest things that even in my community, especially people that message me, I will always get the sentiment, it's not working, Etsy's not working. I ask basic questions. When last did you list? I would get, like life happened and 3 weeks ago. And then I'll ask, okay, so what's your plan? There's no like immediate plan to change that delay in listing. I find that I know it takes a lot out of you to be consistent, but that's what the game requires. So Susie, you can design 10 or pre-draft them like I did now and list every day. You're doing yourself a better justice or favor if you do it that way than listing 20 now and then next week 20 again, because you're not being consistent, and Etsy needs you to be consistent.
It's kind of the same way that social media works. I mean, I noticed when I was posting reels every day on Insta, then all of a sudden I got notices from Insta that my reach was increasing because I was posting more frequently. And the same thing on the Facebook side, you start to see more and more interaction there. So they're looking for consistency, quality, consistent content, and that forces the algorithm to bring you up a little higher. It's an unfortunate fact of the world we live in now, just the way that it is.
Exactly. And that's why I deliberately showed you guys Lucille Cameron Designs, because if you think about it, 49 visits for the whole month of July. We're on the 19th, 20th, right? And I've only gotten 49. The moment I listed those 12, it started, I don't know, I can't remember the numbers, but like in 2 days, I can get half of 49 versus, which is me loading and feeding the algorithm, versus me not doing anything and getting a measly 49 people to a store that I'm not doing anything to. So it's exactly as you say. Even YouTube, when I was doing lives so much, April, May, June, I built the course. That time when I stopped being active on YouTube, my stats went down, and I've been going this way. The trajectory was going upwards all the time. The moment I stopped feeding the beast, it penalizes you. So it's the same concept as you say with Etsy. They just love consistency. Yeah. Okay. I think, is that it? If there's nothing else, let's see.
Thank you. It's very helpful.
Yeah, I hope it helped though. I was able to answer some of you. Elaine, and I saw your stuff in the Facebook group. Awesome. I love it. Keep posting. Thank you. I hope I helped you guys. Susie is saying, I do ads on my Facebook Etsy page and I get views and likes, but no one is actually going to Etsy. I wouldn't spend ads on Facebook ads to get to Etsy. I've done that. I think it's and you said you haven't. You say you're not. I'll be with you now, Margaret. See, wait, I missed that. See, okay, she's saying, but no one is actually going to Etsy. I also did that in the beginning. I think I later found out that I'm sending a cold lead to Etsy. They don't know me. They don't know clip artist even, right? I send them to Etsy. Etsy's got millions of sellers. If the customer doesn't like my design, they're gonna start browsing and look for someone else. It's not something that I would advise. If it was a Shopify store or if it was your own website, I would say by all means spend that money on your own website. But if you've not had success with spending on Facebook to go to Etsy, then I maybe would review or just reconsider that strategy for traffic. So Margaret saying it says content not available. Okay, we've been there. The screen is so small. Sorry, guys. So she's saying, okay, Margaret, so do you want to drop me your email address? I'll have to resend you the signing in or the steps of getting to the membership. You're welcome, Susie. And if there's anything after this conversation of ours, you can just reach out. Send me an email. If there's something that you want me to do a video on, please let me know. Margaret, if you send me your email, I can send you the welcome email again, and then you just need to follow the steps to AI prompt even. You're welcome, Yashwan. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you, Susie. I'll have more webinars. I miss the lives. Okay, so info at com. Okay, Margaret, that's the email you can send to me, and then I will sort the setup email for you, and then you can log into your Clip Artist AI prompt even. Thank you very much, all of you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vicky. Nice to see you. Bye-bye.